Woohoo, it's Thursday! Yay, you made it! Okay, we're going to be in that same packet. This is the packet for the 23rd, and we're going to be on the language section where it says practice. And when it says the word practice, what it really means is that nothing new is going to be introduced. In other words, these are things we've already talked about, we've already discussed, we've already done some work with these concepts. So there's nothing new to learn, there's just practice. And there has to be part of both. I don't care where you are. There's a time when you practice. When you're on a basketball team and you're learning how to do basketball moves, there is a time to learn. And there's a time when the coach says, okay, boys, it's time to practice now. Or okay, girls, it's time to practice. In other words, we're going to practice what we just learned. And it's the same thing in a musical instrument. There's a time when you learn about how a song should be played, and then there's a time when you have to try to play it yourself, not just listen to the teacher play. I used to love to listen to my teacher play the piano, and always would wish, oh, I wish I could do that. But she would say, oh, go home and practice. Oh, and that was always the hard part. So here's some practice. It says, circle the verb. Remember, that's the doing part of a sentence. Draw a line between the subject part and the predicate part and underline the subject. Woohoo! Okay, lots of stuff to do. But we only have 3 sentences, so it's not so bad. Okay, the day is hot. There's got to be a verb in there, but it doesn't happen to be a doing verb. It is the word is, and it's called a linking verb. So go ahead and circle the word is. Okay? Step 1. Draw a line between the subject part and the predicate part. In 2nd grade, that line is always in front of the verb. So it should be after day and before is. It's a vertical line, straight up and down. And then it says underline the subject. It doesn't say subject part. It just says subject. So the word is day. Day is the word that needs to be underlined. The day is hot. Move down to number 2. Mike's new bike is green. There we have that linking verb is again, so go ahead and circle it. Put the dividing line in front of it. And then what is green? One word. You're right, bike. Underline bike 1 time and move down to number 3. My friend plays with his dog. The doing word is what? The verb is plays. So circle plays. Put your dividing line in front of it. And then I want to know, who is it that plays with his dog? One word, friend. Underline the word friend. Hey, that wasn't bad at all. Okay, let's go down to number 4. Mark the more interesting sentence. Draw boxes around 2 adjectives. The dog ate his food. The hungry dog ate his tasty food. That second one's a better sentence, so fill in the bubble after the second bubble on number 4. And then, what kind of dog was it? Hungry, right. And put a box around the word hungry. And like I told you yesterday, it seems like all dogs are always hungry. And then what kind of food was it? Tasty. So put a box around the word tasty. Those 2 boxed words are called adjectives. They make your sentence interesting. They tell you a little bit more about your nouns. So, okay, that was easy peasy. Let's go down. Number 5, the 2 girls washed the dirty car, or the girls washed the car. Well, the first one definitely is a much better sentence. And I want to know, how many girls? 2, you're right. Put a box around 2. And what kind of car? Dirty. Put a box around dirty. And those 2 boxed words are called adjectives. and they tell something about the noun. Okay. Go on down to number 6. Circle the words that are different that could be joined and use the word and to make one sentence. Okay, so we have to circle the different parts. The goat eats hay, the goat eats grass. Okay, the same parts are the goat, but they ask you to circle the different parts. So let's circle eats hay, because that's different, and eats grass. Then down below, you're going to write, the goat eats hay and grass. Ta-da! Okay, move down to number 7. The horse walks in the field, the horse walks in the barn. The part that's different is walks in the field and walks in the barn. Those are the different parts. Actually, the part that was different wasn't walks. Walks is the same in both. I think maybe we should just circle in the field and in the barn. I don't know. Well, we did it this way, but I'm not sure it's quite exactly what they wanted. But let's see what we say. Okay, the part that's the same is the horse. So we could say the horse walks in the field and walks in the barn. I don't think so. I think it's a nicer sentence to say the horse walks in the field and in the barn. Which one do you think sounds best? You make up your mind, and you can write your way, okay? I think either way's accurate, but I like the way it sounds second. The horse walks in the field and in the barn. I think that's the way I would say it, but you make up your mind. Which one do you like best? And then you go ahead and write it there. Don't forget that when you write your sentence, it starts with a capital letter, and it ends in a period. And remember, it's just one sentence because it's got an and in there. The horse walks in the field and walks in the barn. Okay, I'll let you do that in a minute. Let's flip it over on the back. At the top it says draw a line around the subject part and the predicate part. Underline the subjects and join them with and to make one sentence. Dad worked hard, mother worked hard. Okay, so they want you to draw a line between the subject and the predicate. So let's start with that. Okay, Dad worked hard. Who worked hard? It's Dad. Okay, so our verb is worked. Put a dividing line between Dad and worked and between Mom and worked. And then you're going to write the sentence, Dad and Mom worked hard. Good. The next is Paul loved God and Silas loved God. Put your dividing line between Paul and loved and your dividing line between Silas and loved. And your sentence should read, Paul and Silas love God. And of course, you're going to remember to spell correctly and have capital letters and periods, okay? The next section, circle the predicate parts, underline the subject parts, and write the run-on sentences as 2 sentences, okay? The tree is tall, the leaves are small. Hey, that kind of rhymes. The tree is tall, the leaves are small. Okay, circle the predicate parts. The predicate parts are the tree is tall. Its is tall should be circled. The leaves are small should be circled. Those are our 2 predicates. Underline the subjects. The subject parts? What is tall? The tree. What is small? The leaves. What are small? Okay. Write the run-on sentence as 2 sentences. On one line, you're going to write, the tree is tall. On the second line, you're going to write, the leaves are small. And you're going to remember a capital letter and a period. All right, at the end of each sentence. Number 11, Grandma reads a story. We listen quietly. Okay, what's Grandma doing? She's reading a story. So circle the words, reads the story. And what are we doing? We're listening quietly. So circle listen quietly. And put the dividing line. Did it say dividing line? No. Okay. And who's reading the story? Grandma. Underline Grandma. And who's listening quietly? We. Good. I bet you could do that without me, right? Right. Okay, so let's go. The first sentence is Grandma reads a story. Don't forget the period at the end. And on the second line, we listen quietly. Don't forget the capital W and the period, of course. Okay. Write an adjective in the blank that describes the underlined noun and makes the sentence more interesting. Okay. The blank rock rolled down the hill. Would it be the pink rock or the large rock? What do you think? Move down to number 13. Bob saw a blank car on the road. Did he see a red car or a salty car? Hey, that's kind of like that salty grasshopper yesterday. That's really strange. Okay, number 14. The blank boy helped the lady. The blue boy or the kind boy? I certainly hope you didn't say the blue boy. That would be really spooky wooky to find a blue boy. I've never really seen a blue boy. Have you? No, me neither. So I don't think that's the right word. But I think you already knew that. Okay, so go back, be sure everything's done, be sure you've got your capital letters, got your periods, and like all the good things. Don't forget your names on your paper. And once you're done with that, you're done. Congratulations.